D, wait for it, Lightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So this video is a little late, but I had wrote out all my notes and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna film it and do it all anyway. So with the finishing of Titan Season 2 and it already being greenlit for a Season 3, I thought I'd take this time to explain what they should do next with Titans on the DC Universe. If it's rolled into HBO Max, then, I mean, we'll see it there. Now, I just want to start off by saying this, and I said it in my my Titans Season 2 review, and you can check that up here. I said that there's too many characters in this show. There's just so many of the Titans that I feel like they can't focus on, you know, a huge storyline, and they keep separating them, that there's just too much going on and not enough episodes for them to wrap it all up cohesively. I mean, if you watch that finale for this season, they wrapped it up really quickly and it was not good, in my opinion. So I think that they should try to do like Young Justice does on the DC Universe, where they do a good job of balancing out the characters, and then the minor characters are there, but they really don't play like a huge part. So I think that they should try to do, what they should try to do with the next season is just focus on the main four that were from Season 1, and that's Raven, Starfire, now Nightwing, and Beast Boy. And I'm going to go through all of those, and then I'll talk one more character also, but I think for the most part they should just focus on those main four. So with that, I have to say they can still have the other characters on the team, but not deal with them as much. The main focus should be on those main four. Like for instance, Hawk and Dove. Now, I love Minka Kelly and Alan Richardson that plays them. They do a good job, but there's too much Hawk and Dove. Like I said in my Season 2 review, they had like episodes that were pretty much the whole episode for them. I mean, they had an episode where they were singing. I mean, come on. Nobody wants to see that nonsense. So I think that the next season, I don't want to see their storyline. So, I mean, I don't think that they should be not on the show, but maybe not focus on them as much. So moving into the four, I think that we should talk about those. So let's start off with Raven. Now, Raven left with the Amazons and went back to Themyscira and took Donna's body back so she could try to work her magic on her. Now, I think for Raven, I think that this makes me wonder if the actress that's the character's name. Tegan something. I can't remember the actress's name. The actress that played Donna and Raven, if they will even be back for Season 3. And if they are, I think that we should see Donna in her black suit. I think that Raven should use her magic powers and bring back Donna Troy, and she should wear her black suit from here on out, because her and Raven should kind of be dealing with death, considering the fact that Donna did die. And with that, bringing on something supernatural, more for Donna Troy in the Season 3. I think that we should some good bad villains would be maybe to bring back Trigon for Raven, dealing with him in her head, and then for Donna Troy, maybe somebody like Hades from the comic books, or maybe like Cersei, somebody that would be kind of like a supernatural kind of dealing with death kind of villain. And one thing also that I'd like to see in Season 3, just maybe a glimpse of it, is Themyscira. I think it would be great to see that in this show. It doesn't have to be huge. It can be for one episode or whatever. But I would like to see Themyscira and some more popular characters, which I'll talk about it later on. And so I think that Raven should be definitely dealing with a supernatural kind of thing, and we don't have to deal with that the whole season or even most of the season, but I think that maybe for later on, just kind of set that up. So then the next one I want to talk about is Starfire. Now, we got to see Blackfire in this past season, and she only showed up a couple of times, and I don't understand how that little blob, that pink blob, and going into your ear, I don't understand how all that works, and they didn't explain it to us. It's obviously Tamarinian technology of some sort, so hopefully they explain that situation, because I was kind of hoping for Blackfire to bring a spaceship. But most obviously, I wish that Blackfire hadn't come to Earth. I wish that we were going to Tamarin, because I would have liked to have seen the Tamarin civilization evolution and how that all works on Tamarin. And I would like to see Starfire in her natural habitat, like her going back to Tamarin and maybe taking some of the Titans with her. But I mean, I don't know if we're going to see that, and which kind of bums me out. You know, maybe we'll see some of that in some flashbacks. And if we do see flashbacks, not as many as last season, like maybe 1-2 flashbacks tops. That's all I want to see. Or maybe like an episode where we focus on Starfire. And also, she did lose her power, so I want to see her get her powers back. And I would also like to see her fly. I know they like to shoot fire out of her hands, but I like personally the little green blasts that she does. But I would like to see her fly, so maybe her losing her powers also she gets an evolution in her powers. And then I would also like to see, and I'll talk about this later on, I would also like to see her and Nightwing's relationship advance further, which I'll talk about that when I talk about Nightwing in just a second. But now I want to move on to Beast Boy. Now, I like Beast Boy. I liked Beast Boy in Season 2. He was just such a great character. Now, he only does the shapes of a tiger, and he did a snake for one episode. Now, I would like to see more animals in his repertoire of transformations. I'm getting sick and tired of seeing the tiger all the time. I understand this can be expensive and everything, but I really feel like when you put the money into it and you make it look good, I feel like people will appreciate that more than if you cheap out and everything. But at the same time, I understand if they don't do it because they can't afford it. I really do get it, and I understand that. I would also like to see Beast Boy keep up his relationship with Superboy. I thought that the one episode where he was trying to teach him how to be a superhero, I liked that a lot. I really loved it. I love that Beast Boy was like the cheerleader of the group, and he was really trying to, keep everybody's morale up, and he was trying to keep the Titans going because he really wanted that superhero team. But I think for Season 3, I would also like to see him advance and do something else. So I think that what they should do is what they did in Young Justice, and that is make him first on full-on green. I want him to be full-on green. I've had enough of this nonsense where he only turns green for like 2 seconds. If you have to paint him green with makeup, then do it. I don't care. Make him go all Gamora. I don't care. He needs to be green from now on. But also give him a TV show and make him the star of the TV show. And I think that could also bring forth another storyline like they did in Young Justice with Granny Goodness. But I think that this would bring up his status as a hero. And I think it just would be really great to see him do something like that and just further the character in that way. And now I want to move on to the main man himself, Nightwing. I just want to say I love his new costume. I think it's great. But I would also, first off, when it comes to, say, Jason Todd, a lot of people were talking about him being Red Hood for next season, and I hope they do not do this. I don't like this idea. It's too early. So for that, I would like Jason Todd to go back to Batman and just become Batman's sidekick. I don't think he hung out with Batman long enough to really be a sidekick. And I would like him to basically just stay away for a whole season, maybe come back every now and then, but I don't want to see him back as Robin on the Titans. I just think it's too early, and I would not like to see that. Now, if they wanted to have him be Batman's sidekick for this season, maybe show up 1 or 2 episodes and then die and then be brought back to life and turn into Red Hood, I'd be totally fine with that. But I just think, and I mean, that would be like Season 4, Season 5 Red Hood. I just think that it's just too early, and the Robin that they have on the show is just too young to be Red Hood. Also, with Nightwing, I think that Deathstroke died, right? But I think that Deathstroke died too soon. And plus, not to mention, he has the healing factor. So I think we need to have a resurrection of Deathstroke, because he's such a great bad guy, and he's a classic bad guy of the Teen Titans. So I think that we need to bring him back, and not have him come back and be the villain for Season 3, but maybe come back 1 episode just to show him come back, and then he just goes away for the rest of the season, Season 3, and then come back maybe as a Season 4 villain, setting up a different kind of plan to take down the Titans. I think that would be better for the show, and it'd be much more interesting to see. I just want to see a new villain and a much better, cohesive, fleshed out story. So for the next character that I want to talk about, that just briefly touch on, and they don't need to focus on this character a lot, I just want to touch on one little thing, and that's Ravager / Rose Wilson. Now, she's got inside her brother, Jericho. Now, I'm not sure what they should do with the character as far as the female version goes, as Rose Wilson goes. But as far as Jericho goes, I feel like they should find a dead body or someone that's dying / has brain damage that can't be revived. And Jericho should be able to transfer his soul, or whatever it is called that he transfers into people. And he should just transfer it into that body, and then that should be a separate character from now on. And I understand that means they can't use Chalaman, I think that's the actor's name. They can't use that actor anymore, and I really did like that actor as Jericho, but I just feel like I don't like that Rose Wilson's two separate entities in one person. I don't like that. It just makes for a weird thing. Like, she's just all of a sudden she's transferring from one to the other. I personally just don't like it. And for the last thing that I want to talk about in season 3 that I would like to see, and that is more cameos. Now, with in this one they had Batman. They had Batman in the whole season, and he kind of made a little bit of a cameo in the first season. So for this season, I really would like them to, with the introduction of Superboy and season 2 having Donna Troy on there, and she played a prominent part. I would really like to see cameos from Superman and Wonder Woman, or their alter egos Clark Kent and Diana Prince. I think this would be great. I would also like to see, because of Superboy, see a cameo from Lex Luthor. I think that just maybe having them in 1-2 episodes would be fantastic. Maybe doing like what they did with Batman in the first, or Bruce Wayne in the first season, where he was just like, like a shadowy figure in a window or whatnot. I just really feel like that would be the best thing, just because it gives a more sense of the world that's going on. They always mention the Justice League in there, but I really think that it would be good for them to bring in some more cameos and some more characters from the DC universe. So, what do you guys think about my ideas for season 3? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Just go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you have any ideas for me, for yourself, go ahead and leave them in the comment section too. I love hearing other people's ideas. I love hearing the thoughts that people have about certain things, and I would love to hear your guys's. Like I said, go ahead and leave all those comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you are new to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, and also go ahead and hit that bell. You'll get notifications from me when I post a new video, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.